what y'all need to know is that y'all gotta understand angels are not supposed to give you information about another person. Angels are only created to guide a person once they are in need of help. They are not to give people information, because that information is only given to a person due to a person going through a experience. Experience is the demon. Guess what, y'all? Experience is the demon. Demons only come from experience, which is why in every movie that pertains to a fucking demon and a person gets possessed, that person start telling the truth. Literally, the angels were only created to guide a person because they are angels of light. They are the true definition of direction. They do not self-reflect. Self-reflection comes from experience. That experience is a traumatic expression of light, which is the lower level of consciousness, which is actually the higher level of consciousness because it gives us knowledge, it gives us wisdom and understanding. So guys, you grow up, you used to lie a lot. Wow, the sun's shining right on me. You grow up, you used to lie a lot. And you don't lie anymore. That is a demon that you have basically obtained. A demon of lying, a cycle of lying, a traumatic cycle of lying. So that is then a spirit that surrounds you because you have conquered that demon. So what I mean by all of this, that would mean that it is hard for a person to lie to you because you have conquered a demon, you have conquered a cycle of lying due to you transmuting that energy into a light of you not actually wanting to be seen in the light of lying anymore. Because as a kid, you grew up lying. So you can actually use your demons to protect you. Yes, angels aren't the only light frequencies that protect people. Actually, that's a lot of angels you might want to stay away from. Your demons can protect you because it's hard for people to manipulate you since you've transmuted that energy. Have a good one. Okay guys, I got another technique that I would actually like to call demon control. So what I do is I summon demons of my arsenal that of course people in today's society don't really know of these demons because everybody actually have an arsenal of demons of their own. Everyone has an arsenal of their own demons. If they decide to channel these energies to help them out. Because as you know, demon is actually not evil. Demon actually is just the other spectrum of polarity, the other aspect of polarity. Right, wrong, then you got, light, dark. Dark doesn't necessarily mean bad. So you look at it in whatever way you look at it. But when I have summoned demons to attack me as a sense of demon control, what I would do is I would have these demons literally jump out of nowhere. I would literally control their every move. I'll have them jump out of nowhere to lunge at me. Like I could be washing dishes or something, for example. They jump out at me and I'll grab them with an extended shadow hand and slam them to the ground. Or they'll come from the ground to try to pull me down and I'll shoot a laser beam out of my eyes and strike them back into the ground. Just have that control over them, guys. How to use a demon. Understanding that a demon is actually just a lower expression of humanity, of your humanity. That lower expression of your humanity, once you have healed, once you have went through the experience of those traumas and you come out and you transmute the energy of you actually being a liar. At one point you was a liar, for example. You realize that you don't want to lie anymore. You want to be a truth seeker and a truth teller. You actually gained a new legion of demons that will work for you. Yes, yes, yes. They will literally jump in the body of people who don't tell the truth, and somehow that demon would make that person tell you the truth. What I mean by this is, you come encounter with a person you don't even know like that. So you have no room to make a judgment about them because you don't know them. So you don't know how they behave or react. You start talking to this person and then boom, randomly, something tells you this person is lying. You want me to tell you what? That's a demon that you conquered, and you transmuted the energy of that demon. So now you have control over it, and it's giving you information on the people in your environment. Hey guys, hey ladies, it's very important to create your own characters and give them a intent as to why they exist. What I mean by that is, simply, you can draw on a piece of paper any character that you want. Give them a meaning. Give them a source of frequency. Frequency is identification. Things in the physical world that can remind you of that character that you created with an intent of manifestation. Give them an identity as to how you can acknowledge their presence in the physical world. For example, if you look on the side of a bus randomly outside and you see a Superman symbol, automatically what you're programmed to think about Superman. So do this in your reality and create your reality around characters that you want to exist as a deity within you in your reality. And I guarantee you'll notice life a lot different. And you'll also notice when you pour libations, when you give libations to the characters that you create, you literally amplify the energy around you. So therefore, the characters that you create are actually now a spirit and a deity that you have in your arsenal of spirits and protection. How to summon your demons to make that demon submit to your every need and want. This will basically be based off of Pokemon, based off of how Ash literally come across a being or a spirit that he's never come encounter with before. He captures it with his Pokeball. Before he actually uses this demon, aka Pokemon, he would have to summon it, aka throw his Pokeball that he captured that demon or Pokemon with. He would throw it out, release the demon, aka Pokemon, and now he is to make that demon, aka Pokemon, submit to him in order for him to gain that power and respect over that Pokemon. What you are to do is, and this is for people who are already willing to dive deeper into their spirituality and learning how to use demons to their advantage. Your demon will have to be manipulated with your astral body. You got to create the feeling of that demon being around you. You got to create what it sounds like when it's around you. You have to create even maybe what it smells like. You have to create what it looks like using visualization and your ability to feel with your astral body, and you inflict pain onto that demon. Y'all got to understand that we are in times of war. So that being said, you cannot allow yourselves to keep being attacked by the same motherfucker that you know attacking you. Do y'all even realize that y'all psychic ability comes from being observant? There's no such thing as anyone not being psychic. If you are able to observe a situation, you can therefore receive foresight as to what is going on, and then from there on you can determine what you will do to counteract whatever it is that is being done to you, Why the fuck do you guys think that before a person actually do and succeed with a magical spell being placed onto you, yeah, you know, dark magic, why do you think you get these feelings? You get the thought, you get the smell of somebody being around, you get the energy of a person trying to attack you before they actually fucking attack you. Pay a fucking attention to what's going on around you. Everything is speaking to you in your environment. You also got to realize that you're the only one in existence. Just so you don't go crazy, other people exist in your reality. Being psychic is just as simple as paying attention to what the fuck is going on in your environment. And that's all it ever took. When you realize, man, you just had an argument with your girlfriend and you left the house and that problem wasn't solved. You go out, you go to the store, and as soon as you open the door to the store, you see this couple arguing, and they're not even really loud. It's just the fact that you happen to see them arguing. You have to realize that that has everything to do with you, because you left the house when there was a problem that hasn't been solved. So therefore, that symbol shows up throughout the day in your environment, so until you fix the problem. Case in point, when you, as a person that pay attention, aka the psychic, when you go into a hood, one of the worst hoods in America, no matter how much shooting and killing is going on, do you know, you paying attention and you having that ability, you realize that none of that shit will go on when you are in that hood. But guess what? When you leave, all that shit gonna start back up again, because you pay attention to your environment. They tell y'all all the time that the ancestors are within us. But guess what? That is 100% true if you understand the depth of it. The ancestors being within us is in the sense that we have DNA. Everything has DNA. So if you understand that DNA can be unlocked within a person if they acknowledge what's going on, if they acknowledge what they're receiving. Case in point, particles of light is consciousness. Catch my drift. Particles of light is a representation of particles. So when particles are formed together through imagination, guess what? Those are your fucking ancestors. Use your imagination of your ancestors walking around you, talking to you, doing things for you that you need done, and there you have it. You have unlocked DNA within your consciousness, within your train of awareness, in the sense that you are able to control your ancestors and point them in the direction in which you need or want things to be manifested into this physical world. It's all about your imagination and how much you believe in your imagination through consciousness and awareness. We have to understand that a particle is not seen with the physical eyes. The particles are everywhere and within everything. Particles do not die, but they can be altered into any and everything due to observation. That being said, guys, we got to understand that our ancestors are within us. Our DNA begins to unlock. Our DNA does unlock when there is something new that we decide to study. When there is something new that we grasp a better understanding of, that is us literally unlocking a new level. Therefore, we are unlocking several different legions of different ancestors that we can form particles of light with our observation and our projection into the physical world with imagination. We can make those ancestors real beings by imagining that they are there and moving around as another person or as a being. We have to understand that particles of light allow things to form as long as a person is focused on whatever it is that they want to form. You got this. Hey guys, I'm back again with another video basically explaining how to fight off a demon that a person actually sent to you to basically interfere with your dream, to make you scared. So when you actually wake up from that dream, you are constantly thinking about that demon that was attempting to attack you. Therefore, you are then under spiritual attack. First things first, you have to realize that you are to not be scared of anything, because your imagination and your concentration will allow you to basically accomplish anything in the astral world, because you cannot use your physical body in the astral world, because your physical body is only a tool used in the physical world for the spirit to maneuver and have a human experience in a vessel. So you knowing these things, use your imagination, use your ability to feel your way through all situations. As far as you knowing what move you want to do next, you can actually grab that demon by its neck as it charges you, because most of the times people send energies and spirits to you in the sense of that spirit charging you. Feel your hands around that spirit's neck and you create the full outcome of that attack. Back again with another video. Understanding your spell work is actually very simple. Just pay attention and be open-minded to receive. That alone is abundance. But honestly, when it comes to you actually doing an abundance spell, for example, and you do this abundance spell, you go outside, start your car doesn't work, you call your friend and you ask your friend, hey, you think you can give me a ride? Listen to the key word. Give is actually in the sense of receiving. You ask your friend to give you a ride. Your friend says yes and actually come to pick you up and then take you to work so you can be on time. That alone is your spell work actually it's active right then and there. You actually manifest it because of that. Because that abundance is you receiving. Receiving is abundance. So, for example, you do a spell for protection. You're a security guard. You go to work. There's a hostile client. There's a hostile customer that want to fight you. And then you get somebody that jump in and say, hey, leave this guy alone. But then you realize, hey, I did a spell for protection. But then you realize, hey, there was a spirit that jumped into this person's body to stop the fight.